Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today, in lieu of their highly anticipated rematch, I want to go ahead and revisit and rescore the first fight. And of course, I'm talking about Joshtaylor versus Jack Caterrall. So I've had this idea for a while, to revisit and rescore close or controversial fights in the past. And I thought, why not kick it off with the Taylor Caterrall fight, since they're scheduled to face off again on April 27th. So I've just got done watching and scoring the fight, and I want to tell you guys that this is actually the first time I've watched the fight. I didn't watch it live, and I have no biases here. I have no dog in the race. I have no skin in the game. These guys, I'm not a big fan of them, or I'm not gonna say I'm not a big fan of them, but these guys are not my favorite fighters. So these are my raw, unbiased, and genuine thoughts and opinions on the fight. But now that's out of the way, let's get to scoring. Now I'm just going to tell you guys who won the round and why they won. And for the first round, I actually gave it to Caterrall. Funny thing is, I actually watched this round twice, because on first watch, I had it as a swing round. But on second watch, I thought Caterrall won it because he landed the cleanest shot. I believe it was a straight left in the first minute. Not much happened the rest of the round. But in the final minute, Taylor did land 2 shots to the head, but I don't think it was enough to win him the round. This was a close round though. The second round I gave to Caterrall as well. His jab was good, it was landing, and he had great success with the 1-2s. Taylor did have a decent flurry to end the round, but Caterrall won the rest of the round by a mile. But I did give the third round to Joshtaylor. He was just much more active and landed some good clean shots. Caterrall also landed a few himself, but he just didn't throw enough in my opinion. And to me, he looks like he got a little bit overwhelmed in this round. The fourth round was another round that I actually watched twice, but ultimately I ended up giving it to Caterrall. Taylor was winning a good chunk of the round and was pressing the action without any return fire from Caterrall, and even got a good hook in while Caterrall was anticipating a break. But, Caterrall edged him out by landing 2 or 3 clean hits in the final 30 seconds. He also had another good flurry in the round. This was another close round though. Caterrall won the 5th round as well. He landed a clean 2-piece at around the 1:45-minute mark. He controlled the pace and tempo of the round, and Taylor really couldn't get anything going. Basically, the same thing happened in the 6th. Another Caterrall round. He landed the cleaner shots and controlled the round. And by control, I mean you can clearly see his game plan is working. Taylor looked a little bit defeated in here. He looked frustrated and befuddled, to be honest. He looked like he didn't know what to do at this point. Interestingly enough, Taylor won the 7th round. Nothing significant landed by either of them, but there was a lot of infighting in this round, and I saw Taylor getting the better of Caterrall in those instances. Now at the start of the 8th round, I thought Taylor looked good. He came out aggressive, looked a little bit rejuvenated, because I guess he liked his work from the previous round, but he got caught and dropped, and Caterrall continued to put it on him the whole round. This is a 10-8 round for Caterrall, and at this point I'm watching the fight and I'm thinking, yeah, this is one hell of a robbery. Caterrall is up big, and I can't believe they took it from this guy, you know what I mean? And round 9 happened. Taylor came out very aggressive, pushed the action, and landed some good blows, and won, honestly, the first 2.5 minutes of the round. Caterrall got 2 hits in the final 30 seconds, but the rest of the round he didn't do nothing. So round 9 was Joshtaylor's. Now round 10 might be a little bit controversial to people because of the point deduction, but I had this as a 10-8 round for Joshtaylor. He pushed the tempo and was far more active than Caterrall. Now I get why the point deduction might be controversial and all, but all I can say is I understand, right? I can definitely see where the ref was coming from. I mean, this fight is such a messy, dirty fight. It must have been terrible to ref. So for Caterrall to be blatantly dirty right in front of the ref when he said to stop, I guess it pushed him over the edge, and honestly, I can't blame him for that. Let's not forget that up to this point, both fighters got a lot of warnings. So now this fight is really starting to get interesting. Caterrall is winning big, but Joshtaylor has stringed on 3 big rounds now, and Caterrall had a point deducted as well. So, now it's a fight again. So on comes the championship rounds, and you can see the difference in mindset. To me, it looked as though Caterrall was being a bit more mobile in this round. Round 11, he was moving laterally a lot more, just pumping out the jabs as if he believed he's up big and is 2 rounds away from the biggest win of his career. Taylor, on the other hand, you can see the desperation, you can see the urgency. He's coming forward, trying to press the action. Nothing significant landed from either of them, but I did give it to Taylor. He was trying to initiate and was more active. So now Joshtaylor has won 4 straight rounds. Round 12 begins, and it's more of the same from the previous rounds. You know, Taylor was plodding forward, looking to initiate, except he wasn't throwing, or at least not much. And whatever he was throwing, they weren't landing. So for me, Caterrall won this round with his jab and short combinations. The 12th and final round was Jack Caterrall's. The fight ends and Caterrall and his team looks extremely pleased. Like, they look so sure they just beat the undisputed king, Joshtaylor. And honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I think it was warranted. I really think the reaction was warranted. But anyways, so my final scorecard is 114-112 for Jack Caterrall. I had Caterrall winning 7 rounds and Joshtaylor winning 5. And here's my scorecard. Now you guys can see there were 2 close rounds, those being rounds 1 and 4, which I both gave to Caterrall. And I can definitely see why the judges might have seen those rounds a little differently than I did. But, you know, me personally, I gave them to Caterrall. But overall, guys, this was a good fight. A lot of dirty work from both fighters. You know, you can really tell that these guys don't like each other. A lot of clinching and a lot of smothering. But ultimately, if I'm being honest, I had fun watching this fight. And I'm not too mad about the winner. I came into the fight thinking this must have been a huge robbery, you know, judging from the public's reaction, because to this day, people are calling out Robbery for this fight, you know what I mean? But it wasn't the worst, if I'm being honest. It was a close and dramatic fight with the wrong person winning. So was Caterrall robbed of the biggest win of his career? I guess, but yeah, that's all from me, guys. What did you guys think of the fight? Who do you think won? And this is episode 1 of the new series where I revisit and rescore controversial fights. So I definitely hope you guys enjoyed it. And please give me some fights to rescore in the comments down below. I got a lot of fights I'm thinking of right now, but I want to hear from you guys. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and have a great day.